Hello and welcome to the Legends League. I am Lord Buckethead. For some reason, I'm joined here today by Bishank, aka the Life of Aori,
Hello.
and Michelle. How you guys
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing
Doing
well.
well.
All right, just start things off for those of you watching at home. Protected picks on Spruce side is Galio, and for Team Cubes, they have protected the Kane. Obviously, the Kane is going to be for Ratfire Jungle. So what do you think about the bans here so far?
Hmm. I wish we would have done a little more research into these two teams.
Seeing a lot of top lane bans
Lots,
already.
lots of top lane bans. Yeah. All four, maybe even all five, you could consider be top lane bans.
Yeah,
I put,
potentially on the Silas. And a Lux ban.
Interesting.
I think Demon Eyes has been playing quite a bit of Lux lately. As we get into the first pick here for Spruce's team, they do pick up the Urgot.
Yep.
Very powerful pick across the league so far this season. Been quite a menace.
It's pretty strong in the top lane. Not too many counters.
And Cube's team has stolen the Galio protected pick from Spruce.
Yep.
A bit of a
Okay.
dirty play.
That's a little unfortunate.
We've seen that strategy pop up quite a bit so far in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a meta game here, trying to take the protected pick away. You could also, I want to say that Spruce team may have protected that pick with the intention of maybe baiting it, because I don't really think they play Galio all that much, unless they've been practicing it in their scrims. But
that is definitely a viable tactic. I know my team has done that ourselves.
yeah, my team as well actually. Yeah, it's a pretty cool strat. It adds a little flexibility into the game. We do see the Lulu picked up here. It's been banned against Spruce's team quite a bit, so I'm sure they're happy to get that one locked in. Ratfart on the Kane, though. I'm excited to see that. Kane's a very strong pick right now.
Yeah, he does seem to favor the red Kane.
I feel like
I'm not
you
the biggest. I'm not the biggest fan myself, but I am told it's very strong.
Yeah.
But I'm allowed to disagree.
You are the resident Kane man here in channel, so we'll,
Yeah, with a solid 12% win rate.
I heard that changed quite a bit in the past couple days. Can you confirm?
Yeah, 100% win rate over the last 20 games. It's
Over 20. I'm sorry. What?
over the last 20 games, not just Kane. So it's like 5 Kane games. You know, it's not as impressive as it sounds. But we do have the Kane Galio combo. That is quite a strong engaged comp there.
Quite a bit. Yeah, if Kane can get some damage on a backline member, go inside of them for a little bit, and then Galio can drop down on top. It's a very scary combo.
It is very terrifying. I know we have heard Michelle scream out in surprise at that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. It's scary too, because as ADC, what do you do as an ADC in that situation? You have Kane inside of you. You have an Galio ulting on top. If you try to flash away from the Galio ult, Kane still inside is going to follow you.
You get on your knees and pray would be my guess.
Yeah.
The few games that I've played ADC.
Yeah. Hope that you have a good support. Hope that people are looking for you in the team fight. Your teammates are looking for you and looking to protect you. There's not too much you can do to stop the Galio though, unless someone can get to the Galio and interrupt his ultimate.
Yeah, just to catch up on the bans here, we do have the Veigar and Annie banned out from Spruce's team. I was not aware that Demonitis was a Veigar player. And Mord and Wukong banned away from Cubes. Definitely some strong bans, very strong champions.
Jin's also like the most popular ADC so far this season. I think he has like somewhere like a 40 or 60% pick rate. I'm not entirely sure why I haven't picked ADC too much this preseason, but
because you have champs like Kane running around, that's probably why.
You think that's the reason why Jin gets picked?
No, why you're not playing ADC?
Oh yes, yeah, me personally, yes. I'm already averse to playing ADC, but definitely not in this preseason. Does not seem fun at all. I'm not even having fun in any other role, to be honest with you. But that's,
I agree with you.
That's a discussion for another day.
How do you feel about the comp so far? I feel like I am favoring Spruce's comp, like just in terms of pure comp structure here.
I think it'll be interesting right now to see what Scrubby Bub picks because he has been playing that Urgot in almost all of his games. Have we had a chance to see him on anything else?
I don't actually know. We'll see what he picks here. Cho'Gath.
Yeah, I don't know how well that will go into the Urgot. I feel like that's going to be kind of a brutal fight. I don't know if the Urgot will ever have enough damage to take out the Cho'Gath, but we'll see how that lane goes out. I do believe that's a Shen support as well.
We haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, the alternative is Shen mid, and I don't think that's definitely not happening. That's a Lulu in the mid lane. I don't expect any kills to come out of that lane unless a lot of jungle pressure is applied there. Otherwise, it's just going to be a farming lane between the Galio and the Lulu. Galio is going to have a little more roaming power in the early game. Once he hits 6, he can affect the side lanes pretty easily. Whereas Lulu's probably going to be stuck to the mid lane and look more so for those mid game fights and keeping his AD carry alive.
Yeah, for sure.
That being said, that is actually a lot of shielding power to the Kaisa between the Lulu and the Shen. So it's gonna, if the Kaisa gets ahead here, I guess if any of their carries get ahead, be it the Fiddle and the Urgot too, they do have a lot of ways to support their carry to try to take over those fights.
Yeah, I do feel like Spruce has a fantastic team fight comp here.
Yeah. That being said, I like Kubes too. We were talking about the beginning of the draft. That Galio Kane combo is probably going to be pretty hard to defend yourself against. Kane's going to come through walls. He's going to get some damage on a backline. He's going to go inside that backliner, and then the Galio just drops right on top. So I'm curious to see how they're going to play around that. I'm curious to know.
They are going to have the Shen protection for that.
Yeah.
And the Lulu, like we said. It's going to be. I think we're going to have some very interesting team fights. Hoping it's not too one-sided.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how these team fights are going to play out.
Michelle, thoughts?
Yeah, I think Spruce's team with the polymorph, I think that's probably going to be the one thing that's going to have to save them in a lot of these team fights. So you both are favoring Spruce's team?
Yes, and that's a good point, actually. As a resident Kane player, the one thing that tilts me more than anything else in this world is the Lulu polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very powerful tool for countering a champion like that.
I think
I'm actually not so sold on Spruce's team comp. I do think they lack a little bit of the damage, especially if the Fiddlesticks doesn't pop off.
They are going to be relying on that, yeah.
Lulu's not offering much damage out of the mid lane. Shen support is also very low damage champion as well. Urgot has a potential carry, but he has a potential to do damage. As far as carrying, I'm not so sure.
So it's very much a eggs in one basket situation, you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They really need to have one person, either the Fiddle or the Kaisa. I guess even you could throw the Urgot in there too, but they need somebody to have a strong enough lead and then be able to support that person. Whereas Kubes' team, I have a feeling that even if none of them really pop off, they still have a strong comp and they have a strong team fight. Jin, even if he's just getting farm, he can put out a lot of damage, and he doesn't need kills to be able to, dish out some damage in these later fights.
Yeah, he does scale particularly well. He's going to have a lot of protection from the Nami ulti as well on from Spruce's engage. Cho'Gath's going to have a hard time, or Spruce is going to have a hard time stopping that Cho'Gath to become, a big front line.
So actually, I actually got a little bit of feedback from our resident Urgot main. He has claimed that Urgot actually smacks the Cho'Gath matchup. He
Really?
said that, he said the passive that Urgot offers, or the passive that he has, shreds through Cho'Gath's health. So that could be a potential weak point for Team Kubes if the Cho'Gath does get abused there in the top lane. And honestly, that could be a big win condition for him. Cho'Gath, who falls behind, is neither tanky nor damagey, and he kind of just walks around and he tries to do things, but it's a bit wonky. It's a bit wonky when you're behind Cho'Gath.
We'll have to see how this plays out. Who do we think has the strongest level 1 here? If we were to see an invade or a level 1 fight.
That's a good question. I'd probably have to give it to Team Spruce, I believe. The Shen E is really strong. Lulu can have a decent level 1 as well. Kaisa starts Q, and if he has got an isolated target, the entire Q will hit that one person. It's a pretty good amount of damage. She also has Halo Blaze, which is a really good early game rune as well. Yeah, I think I'd have to give it to Team Spruce for the power, the stronger level 1.
All right.
Do we have a winner in the skin game though? What do you guys think about that? Oh,
I have to give it to Kubes for the Galio skin, just straight up.
that is a great Galio skin. Yeah, yeah. Birdio is on point.
He's rocking the KSC. He's making me kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Battlecast Cho'Gath also solid. I probably would have given it to Team Spruce if Demonitis had a chroma for a Shen skin.
Yeah.
He's just rocking the normal, teal scrubs. Not the biggest fan, but
All right, looks like standard defense from both teams. I think Team Spruce is expecting an invade here.
yeah, the way they're playing here, they're expecting an invade. They're expecting an aggressive invade too that would go past the red buff, which is kind of surprising. I don't think Team Kubes would ever be that aggressive for an invade, but I don't know. Team Spruce is playing it safe. Looks like no action here in the.
Yeah. So looks like we'll have a standard start from both teams.
Yeah. I kind of like how Team Kubes is spread out evenly in a line there. It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, so I wish I could get that in my normal games.
Yeah, usually in normal games, there's like 2 people left in Fountain.
Yeah.
This directed camera is really focusing on this red buff here.
Looks like
Just having a look for see if there's any interesting rune choices here. It looks pretty standard across the board. Cho'Gath has Comet. I'm not sure if that's standard for a Cho'Gath. It's not something I would have taken.
Cho'Gath, yeah, I see it quite a bit. The other options maybe Grasp, but I think Comet's a little better for abusing lane. If you land any of your abilities, be either the E slow with auto attack or the Q knockup, that Comet's guaranteed to hit, just guared damage. Helps your laning phase out quite a bit. Apparently, especially against a counter matchup in the Urgot. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that continues to play out.
Seeing a lot of aggression out of Kubes' bot lane here. Potentially, no.
Also, guys, so I thought it was a Lulu mid with Shen support. It's actually the flip of that. They have a Shen mid. I'm really confused.
Very interesting.
I really don't understand I don't know. For me, it feels like they're really trying to put all of their eggs in the Till Truth basket, trying to get him ahead and get him juiced.
Seeing some aggression out of the Galio here.
See if it plays out. It's a pretty damn good Galio combo there.
Will be invade.
Love
Is
this.
he gonna get his first blood? He does get the first blood on Stone Giraffe. That's very unfortunate. That's going to put the Phil 6 very behind.
Love that. I love the aggression coming up from that from the up and comer and Ratfart here.
Yeah, young Ratfart. I've heard he's mechanically gifted.
the bubble.
Yep, we've heard it from several people in several different drafts now. That Ratfart initially was a little bit of a meme, I'd say, but he's really kind of flipped the meme on its head by
taunted to the tower on Kubes.
Continually coming. Oh, that's a really good taunt. That's a really good fucking taunt. Ratfart continually shows up in these games, and I would say the meme's starting to die out.
Yeah, I won't lie. I partook in that meme, but as I see more and more of his play, I'm starting to come around.
It's amazing what the kids can do nowadays. You know, when you just grow up around video games all the time, it's just seems like it's just a natural skill at a certain point,
and he seems to have it.
Yeah.
Consistently been doing well.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't have a Hecarim in this game. I was looking forward to hearing Michelle gasp every time he charged up his E.
Yes, I was too. Maybe we might see some jump scares from from the Fiddlesticks. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get that still.
Yeah,
Yep,
maybe
those
the
terrify
Fiddle.
me too.
Maybe the Urgot ult from downtown could be worthy of a gasp. You know.
It's true. I think back to Ratfart. He's the youngest player in the league, and really, I think he's working very hard to get the most improved title at the end of this. He really has just been playing so well since this season started, and I think he's really shocked and amazed a lot of people. I think a lot of people underestimated him, and he's come out and just done such a great job.
Yeah, it just goes to show you put the work in, it's going to pay off. He's living proof. It's not seeing much of a CS difference in any of these lanes. Just that one kill from the jungle invade. And we see that reflected in the gold difference, 600 gold. This mid-Shen pulling up as much of a fight as he can. Actually has a CS lead on Galio, surprisingly.
Oh! Almost went really badly there for Lord Yaya. Oh, nice. Yeah, so far not too much of a CS difference across the board. There is the first blood still in the hands of Ratfart, who's working towards the Gourd Drinker as his mythic item. Pretty solid. That tells me that on top of the Gourd Drinker plus the Conqueror, it tells me he's going to go Red Cane, which I think is a great option.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It seems to be the stronger option out of the two for this preseason at least, or I'm sure Blue Cane's good in certain comps, but definitely Red Cane seems to be the way to go
Are
here.
they gonna stop his back?
out here.
Can they get it?
They can't stop it. That's a great read from Scrubbybug there, knowing that both Urgot and Fiddlesticks had used their CC, and that nothing could stop him TPing out of there. Do see Ratfart, respond with the dragon. Let's pick that up, no problem, no contest.
We've got good pressure so far. First blood, first dragon.
But
Once
overall,
again-
everything is still relatively even down the board.
Yep. And there's only 300 gold difference between the two teams. Nothing too crazy. Let's talk about that though. If no team secures a big lead here in the early game, how do we expect the mid game to go, based off of that? I think
to me, it comes down to the Fiddlesticks. It's the onus is on the Fiddlesticks to pull off a good ulti. Because if he
good
doesn't-
ulti, or is that something he needs to continually do throughout the game?
I think it would only take one to really break the game open for them, I think. But if he whiffs it, or he can't find a good opening, it doesn't offer a lot. And I think that gives Kubes' team the edge in a stalemate situation, if there's no advantage.
Yeah, I feel that. Almost every time Fiddlesticks is in a game, it feels like the game kind of revolves around Fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
Whether he can get strong ultimates out in big, in crucial team fights, or just consistently throughout the game, it's a big part. That's why I remember back in the day, shutting down Fiddlesticks early was very, very crucial, because you never really want to give Fiddlesticks the opportunity to carry a team fight, so it's better to get into space early, kind of like how Ratfart did here at his blue buff. I think it's really important. Invading the blue buff, killing him at blue buff, taking his blue buff, are all, I think, the best ways to play around Fiddlesticks. Keep him weak early.
Well, it looks like he's invading again. He's gonna
love it.
run right
God,
into
I
them.
fucking love it. This is exactly what he needs. That is the Shen ultimate. Can he get out? Oh, this is good. This is good.
Here's that Galio.
Yep,
That's the
there's
combo we were talking about.
There's a flash from Shen there. I don't know why direct camera's going into the bot lane. All right, cool.
And we see another pickup for Ratfart. Ratfart carrying his team right now with kills.
Love it. Looks like the protected pick at Kane's going well so far. Happy to see
Yeah.
that.
Oh, Fiddlesticks is still there.
And this is it. At this point, you've delayed
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks'
Love
level
this.
6.
Love this. That's what I'm talking about here. This is scary though. This is scary. He needed to wait
Can
a
he
little
shut him
bit.
down?
Got desperate
there
fit. He
it
does
is.
land the ulti, grinds him up.
That was close. I would have preferred if Ratfart held his flash until he saw the Urgot ult come out, but I can understand a little bit of the panic there. He may have lost vision of Urgot and maybe just thought it was coming from out of vision. Hard to say, but nonetheless, L'Oreal picks up a kill here, gets the red buff, and honestly gets himself back in this lane because he was starting to fall behind the CS. He wasn't taking advantage of the fact that he's in a counter matchup and that he's supposed to win this lane. So this does kind of give him a little bit of life. Hopefully it ups his confidence a bit. If this is a matchup that he's supposed to be winning, he really should be trying to push the tempo here and see what other kind of advantages he can get. We'll see.
I'm interested to see what happens when Urgot hits level 9, because I know that's when he really comes online as a champion.
Yep.
So we'll see if with that kill he can start pressuring that lane a bit more.
I'm gonna say it. I don't like Shen mid. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It's boring as fuck to watch. Pardon my French. This is not why I play mid lane. I don't want to watch two tanks, slap each other. That's what top lane's for.
But is he gonna get him? So
Damn.
close.
That was close. That was close.
Unfortunate.
If he wasn't playing a tank, he probably would have killed him there. Just saying.
It might not be the most entertaining to watch, but I think from Spruce's perspective, they're just trying to match that mid lane global pressure that Galio has.
It looks like he might be coming up to him.
I get behind. I understand that. But pick the Shen top. I don't know. I don't know. Pick him somewhere other than mid.
I think Shen would do just fine into Cho'Gath too.
The only time I can understand a Shen mid if he's going like Tiamat, shoving the wave early and often, and then roaming into side lanes perhaps. That sounds kind of cool. I can get behind a playstyle like that. But he's not. He's sitting mid and he's farming. I'm gonna move away from the subject though, because I feel like I can go on and on with that. That being said, once again, CS is pretty much like just even across the board. There's a good, there's a pretty big gap in the jungle farm, and I think that's something that needs to be watched, especially with the 2 kills.
Yeah, we do see Fiddle going for the engage here.
Fiddle going for his first gank here, gets a flash out of the Jhin, gets a flash out of the Nami as well.
Can he get him?
You know he wanted. You know he wanted to pick up those kills because that's what their comp needs to do. Kai'Sa needs to get those kills for them to get moving and to set up themselves for the mid game.
Wait, they now find themselves in the position though. Dragon is up and they are down the Fiddlesticks ulti. I feel like they have to concede this Dragon by default.
I feel like they've got good timing. I feel like they could start it here. They've got good timing. They've got good vision down.
This would be a severe misplay by
Kubes is definitely going to try to.
They're racing over there.
Yeah, they're trying to contest this. The polymorph comes out, which means they don't have anything left to stop.
He wants it.
Gosh.
Oh.
They got it.
Dragon goes over to Team Blue.
Oh goodness.
Keeps us down. Radfart's still alive. Messed up the dash, unfortunately, so he passes down as well.
Oh, and the polymorph comes out.
Kubes getting kited. He's out. Let's see if Red Team can clean this up here.
This is a 4v3 in the favor of Spruce's
Jhin ulti
team.
coming out here. Can Cho land the knock? Oh,
I think they're out.
And they're all out. Okay, so blue team picks up the dragon. They pick up 2 kills, and they claw themselves back into this game a little bit.
That is a win for Spruce.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, this could be something. This could be something. Oh, never mind.
It's nice to see that pressure from bot lane, pushing them away.
Yep.
Denying them that wave.
Cho'Gath getting some plates here in the mid lane, forcing the teleport out of the Shin.
So I'm seeing a Divine Sunder on the Urgot here. I've not seen that before.
I can get behind that. It's really good in the tanks. Anything that stacks a lot of HP. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it on the Urgot. Ooh.
Oh!
Ow.
Great Fiddlesticks ultimate on the bot lane that did not have flashes.
That was fantastic.
He burned the flashes about a minute and a half ago, and he returned back to make sure he can clean up the kills afterward. I love it.
That's very dangerous for Kubes now. We do know that Fiddlesticks ultimate is very low cooldown.
Great flash, great flash. He was probably going to die there if he didn't. honestly, this game is going in the favor of Spruce right now. Fiddlesticks is coming together with these great ultimates, and honestly, I think the best situations come out for Team Spruce in the sense Fiddlesticks is getting great ultimates, but he's not the one taking the kills. It's going to the Kaisa, who can get super juiced and can be protected by the Shen and the Lulu in these fights.
Yeah, that is the ideal situation.
Yep.
Kubes cannot let the Spruce team dictate the pace of this game if they want to stand a chance. If they sit around waiting for Fiddlesticks to show up and engage, they will just fall behind. Here we go, see Urgot. He has reached that point where he doesn't have to ever turn his W off. He will now forever sit in that form and shoot away at towers.
That's the part of the game where I don't like playing against Urgot. It's not fun. It's not interactive. And it does not sound good for the Cho'Gath, I'll be honest. Cho'Gath does have a level lead here. Level 11 is a very important spike. It means you get level 2 ultimate, for those who don't know. But it looks like the Cho'Gath isn't really doing too much to... Oh!
Cho'Gath is a big boy.
Oh, here we go, here we go. This is Scrubby Bub's opportunity.
Scrubby
to get some good
wants no
damage.
part of it.
But ultimately, it's just a wet noodle fight, and no one's dealing any real damage. Same thing here in the mid lane.
As you called, you said at the start of the game it'd be a wet noodle fight, and
yeah, unfortunately, we got it in 2 lanes. You know, and normally we just have to, you know, disregard top lane, but now we got to disregard mid lane too. So,
all right, so we're looking at bot lane for the interesting plays.
Yep, bot lane's flashes are coming back up. Nami's is back up. Jin's is coming back up here soon, so that's really important. It's going to prevent another potential Fiddlesticks ultimate and dive bot lane.
We do see Fiddlesticks heading up top here. He might be looking for something on the Cho'Gath.
Okay. I don't think they have enough damage to take him out, I'll be honest.
No, yeah.
They see him.
Yeah, they got him on vision. Cho'Gath's just going to back out. I honestly think Cho'Gath doesn't even need to back out here. He's not under any threat. Lord Yaya doesn't have enough mana really to do much, in my opinion. But playing safe, it's like Legends League game, so I can understand a little bit of the anxiety. And lanes are basically reset again. I want to keep an eye on Ratfart. He started the game off 2-0, and he's now 2-2. He's lost a little bit of his lead. He's same level as Fiddlesticks. So the great plays he made in the early game haven't really come to fruition here in the mid game.
Yeah, very much been undone. Despite the early pressure he put down at Fiddlesticks, Stone Giraffe rather has done a fantastic job of utilizing his ulti, putting some massive pressure down bot lane.
Yeah, the back-to-back ultimates in the bot lane really did do a good job setting himself up along with the Kaisa. Looks like he might get caught out here, but he flashes out. Alongside red team does get the first turret in the bot lane, which is a lot of gold for Jin, who's already fairly strong with just some farm, and he's got his mythic Eclipse completed as well. Kaisa's actually, so I just noticed this, Kaisa's actually running lethality with Dustblade. What do you think about that, Mel?
I like it actually. Combined with the stealth that she already has in her kit from her E, I feel like she's going to be very tricky to pin down.
Yeah, it sounds like a pain in the ass to me. It's gonna be really hard for red team to lock him down, especially if they don't, especially if he starts to get some kills and activate that mythic passive and get that stealth.
Yeah, if she starts she already creates a lot of confusion in the team fight, and if she starts getting those resets, it's going to be absolute chaos for the Kubes. We do see engagement
Great
Fiddle here.
Ultimate. And the Kaisa entered. The Kaisa entered straight into the fight.
It seems like Spruce's team is not on the same page with that engage.
I don't like the Kaisa ultimate there. He literally ported into 4 people. I'm pretty sure all 4 of them are melee. They only have 3 melees on their team.
I think might have got a bit excited. Just needs a bit more discipline on that trigger.
I don't know if Fiddle had the stopwatch for that fight or whether he just picked it up now. But if he gets the ultimate in there and he gets the stopwatch off and he gets a good amount of damage, I can see the Kaisa cleaning up maybe a little bit later, but not that early. I don't know what opportunity he saw there. I don't know if it was a misclick, but I do think the Kaisa threw that fight a bit there. He was the damage carry. He's there to try to clean up the later parts of that fight.
They are pumping damage into a Cho'Gath here for some reason.
Uh-oh.
We see the curtain call come down. This is looking bad for Spruce.
Great damage.
And this is a tower going down mid lane for Kubes' team.
Looks like Rift Herald's coming out here as well. Great pressure being put down by the red team. This should be inner turret, if not inhibitor turret as well. We got 60 seconds left on Urgot coming up. They're just gonna back off. I like that.
That's a lot taken from a single fight.
Yep. And they can rotate up top and get some damage on top turret, maybe even take it. If they can get some vision down in the top side jungle, they can make that a very safe push for the Cho'Gath. I like the denial of the jungle camps as well. Keep the fiddle behind.
Yep. Take everything.
Yep.
Starve them out.
These are really the best ways to counter the fiddle, I think. It's a bit difficult to try to interrupt his ult during fights. So if you can keep him behind in gold, you can let him get his ult off in fights and just kill him when he comes in. And that's essentially what Team Kubes did in that last fight.
Yeah, they did a great job. See Leandri's on the fiddle. Is that standard?
I don't know what is, I'll be honest with you. It sounds decent, especially against Team Kubes' team. With the Cho'Gath, the Red Cane, and the Galio. It may not be the mythic that most Fiddlesticks go to, but it makes sense in the context of this game.
Right. Yeah, so that Cho'Gath's already looking particularly beefy.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Cho'Gath hella beefy right now, too.
I would not want to be staring that in the face if I was Tilt Truth.
No.
Radfart actually might be able to get a kill up here, I'll be honest with you guys. Kane is in a fucking stupid spot. He doesn't bait out the Gallo. Oh, shit. This is a great fight. Great fight for Team Kubes.
Yeah.
They bait out the Shen ultimate, they get the Galio ult coming down, and it's a great counter. It's a great counter. Great counter from Team Kubes. Some can make an argument that the Shen was picked as a counter to the Galio so you can match the map pressure. But I don't know.
As a straight ultimate comparison, does not hold up to the impact of Galio.
Yeah, so Shen can activate it from anywhere on the map, which is its main strength, but Galio's is ultimately a bit stronger. Because not only does it come with a little bit of a shield, it also comes with a fucking massive knockup and good damage as well. So, really good play from here from Team Kubes.
It's in a very early Baron. I like that.
Our team gets the Baron here. We got the Kai'Sa on the behind the pit, trying to deal some damage. Probably not gonna get too much done there. He ults in.
Holy smokes.
That's a tilter.
It is looking like a dire situation for Team Spruce.
Very dire, very dire.
I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for the underdog here. So what's Spruce's win condition then?
It was the Kai'Sa. I'll be honest, it was the Kai'Sa. It was playing around the Fiddlestick ultimates. It's really sketchy now. The Kai'Sa is no longer stronger than the Jhin. The Galio offers more in team fights than the Shen. And Urgot did not abuse the counter matchup that he had. And he's now pretty far behind the Cho'Gath in both items and in levels. And probably gold too. Yeah, we'll throw that in there too. I'm pretty sure everyone on team.
Could we get a look at the gold?
Sure. I think it's press G. Nope, not G. Q. Control G, Shift G. Can I get a tech person? Can I get a Okay, it's X. It's X. Press X, boys. Let's see here. Yep. 1,500 gold difference on the top lane. 2K gold difference in the jungle. Yeah, this is dire. Dire for Team Spruce. Especially with the low damage comp they've drafted. They really needed the Kai'Sa to get ahead, which he did, but stay ahead, which he did not.
Yeah. It's another Cloud Drake for Kubes. It's going to put them on stall points. I think they're just going to play this by the book now.
Yep. I mean, Team Kubes really just needs to chill here. They could look for some favorable fights before that next dragon comes up. But honestly, they don't need to. They can chill. They can play around. They can get what they can out of this Baron buff. which looks like this bottom turret.
They've got excellent vision in Spruce's jungle. There's going to be no surprise ganks or surprise ults from Fiddle unless it's coming out of base, which I think we might see here. I know he's thinking it.
Yeah. I like the push with Baron here. One could say that the safer play is probably to chill and wait for that fourth dragon. But another person could say that Cloud Soul maybe isn't the best winning condition.
There's the Fiddle ulti.
Great Fiddle ultimate. Is it enough? The damage is a bit low. Fiddlestick does go down. So does the Shen.
Oh no.
So does the Urgot. This game's over.
They're too far ahead. There's not enough damage coming out of Team Spruce.
That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage.
See a nasty full shot from Jin there. And this might be the end.
Let's start talking post-mortem. Let's start talking post-mortem. What the hell happened this game?
Well, I don't want to call out any players.
Oh, if you don't want to, I will. I think red team really blue team really fucked up that dragon fight. Fiddlesticks went in, landed a good ultimate, but was relatively far behind and didn't warrant the immediate backup that was generated from the Kai'Sa. I'm still really confused about that Kai'Sa ultimate into 4 people, with 3 of them being melee.
Yeah, that was kind of the turning point for Spruce.
That was the biggest turning point for me. That game was that dragon fight.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
I'm sure if we rewatched that fight, there were other things that went along, but the biggest thing that stuck out to me was definitely the Kai'Sa R. You can maybe make an argument for the Fiddlesticks ultimate being bad as well. I mean, he landed it on multiple people, but if he didn't have stopwatch there, he's basically guaranteeing that he dies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Well, that's the game. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.